All right, hey gang, Brent Gove here with the system. That's right, how we attract superstar talent, high-level producing agents and new agents and all agents, plus broker affiliates to our company. So here's the system. This is, for most of you, this should be a no-brainer. This is designed for the new agent coming to us. So here's job A. Number one, do not pass go until you make a list of names. You should literally do that tonight. James is here in the room as I'm recording this video. It's the first thing we did. We sat down and we went through Facebook. You can go through Instagram. You can go through the files of all the homes you sold last year and the year before and the year before and 10 years ago and 20 years ago. I personally, what really paid off for me in spades was going through my phone, going through my iPhone. Maybe you have a smartphone, a Samsung, doesn't matter. But start with the A's, then go to the B's, the C's. I never got past the G's. And you will be surprised at how many people you have forgotten over the last 5, 10, 15, 20 years that you know from real estate. Even if you're brand new to real estate, you'll see people, oh, Chuck so-and-so, Michael so-and-so, Karen, oh, I forgot about Karen, Anthony, Albert, Andrea, and all of a sudden they go on your list. And don't prejudge people, just call them up, check in with them, say, hey, I know it's a blast from the past. I call out of blue. How are you? How you doing? You still at Coldwell Banker? You still at Remax? Just be normal human being. And then I pretty much within 1 minute say, well, let me cut to the chase. Let me tell you why I'm calling. They're relieved. They're busy if they're selling real estate. And I go, I'm dying to know you had to heard about eXp Realty right now. I don't say, have you heard about eXp Realty? I say, I'm dying to know you had to have heard about eXp Realty by now, this new model sweeping North America. And they go, yeah, I heard about it. Now, some of you will go, oh, you have? You got to go, oh my gosh, you have? Man, every major superstar from Coldwell Banker, Remax, Keller Williams is coming. It's unbelievable. I think we went from 1,300 to 27,000 agents. This model is on fire. Agents are loving it. What do you know about it? And so there's a great saying. One of them is, you can't say the wrong thing to the right person, right? You could it's so weird. Well, what if I say it wrong? You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. They're gonna hear you out. And then number two is enthusiasm. The last 4 letters, I am sold myself. Enthusiasm, just raw. I'm excited. You're like, well, yeah, I heard of it, but I've never seen one like you. I mean, maybe I should take a second look. Raw enthusiasm will make up for a host of errors. I said it wrong. I should have done this. We all said it wrong. We all should have done it that way. That is how you learn. So get over this. I don't want to make a mistake. Get over this. I have to learn it exactly. Go be excited. It's like, oh my gosh, I saw this movie. It was amazing. The new Mission Impossible 9, the Transporter 7, the new Top Gun. It was great. You got to go see it. Really? Or this Italian restaurant or this new sushi place. I went to this Fiji. I'm going to Fiji. Oh, it was mind-blowing. People want to hear about that. The more excited you are, the more they want to hear about it. Now, I'm maybe over-exaggerating a few things here on this video to give you an idea of what you're supposed to do. But again, you can't say the wrong thing to the right person and be enthusiastic. Zig Ziglar would tell you, just be excited. People aren't used to that. So that's number one. Make your list of names. It has to be over 100. Now, some of you are brand new. I don't know 100. You're going all Eeyore on me already. I don't know 100. Okay, it's not going to work. I want you to, right here, put them on. Big boy pants, big girl pants. And you go to a real estate event. They're everywhere. Google real estate events. Coldwell Banker puts them on. Remax puts them on. NAHREP, Women's Council of Realtors, Asian Association of Realtors, ARIA, NAHREP, which is the National Association of Hispanic Realtors, young professionals in real estate, old people in real estate, whatever, flippers in real estate, investors in real estate. They're everywhere. Just go to a Mike Ferry event, a Tony Robbins event, a Grant Cardone event. I went to Tony Robbins and Grant Cardone. There are like 10, 20,000 people. There's a boatload of real estate agents from Realty One, Home Smart, Remax, Keller Williams. They're everywhere. You need to get out of your house. So it's like saying, well, I'm new to real estate. I don't have any listings. Well, you better figure it out, right? So get out there, meet people. If you do go to open houses, be in and out in a minute or two. Do not camp out. Well, they don't have anybody at the open house. Guess what they tell their friends? This dumb EXP agent came and stayed for 30 minutes and would not shut up. They have calls to make and follow up on things they were going to do, but you're sucking up their time, and they don't have the courage to tell you to leave. So they tell everyone, this crazy EXP agent came in. And so there was nobody else there. In and out in a minute, maybe two, get their information, do not prospect them there, and call them back a week later, a day later, a month later, whatever. But do not camp out and destroy other people's time at open houses. I'm serious about that, okay? All right, so that's number one, a list of 100 names. Number two, carve out time at least once a week to make 3 to 5 calls. I carved out Fridays from 2 to 5, and I called 3 to 5 human beings, had open, honest dialogue about how they were doing and, hey, what are you doing? What are your goals? What are you excited about in the next 4 or 5? Maybe we should have lunch. Let's get together. I want to hear about what you're going to do. I'm going to share with you what I'm doing. And then talk to them. I've went to many people and spent an hour at lunch, sometimes 2-3 appointments before I never even brought up EXP. They're like, well, tell me about EXP. I'm like, we'll get to that. But I made it all about them and their goals and their dreams. So the other thing you could do is what's called a 2-10-40. Maybe you wanted, I was so busy, I only had Friday afternoons. I was doing real estate all the other time. But maybe you're more of do a little bit every day, right? The compounding effect. And a 2-10-40 is where you talk to 2 people a day, you pull the trigger and said, oh my gosh, Rob, James, you had to hear about EXP, right? And they go, yeah, I saw something. I go, amazing, man. I go, I would love to get your opinion. I don't say, what do you know? Don't ever ask somebody what they know. It's like, oh my gosh, awesome. I would love to get your opinion on the model. Not EXP. Replace the word EXP with the word model. It's not, if you say, I want to get your opinion on this model, and if it's Coldwell Banker, you don't say Coldwell Banker, you say the model. It's just, people get teams. It's like the Lakers versus the Clippers, or the Boston Red Sox versus the Yankees, or the Giants versus the Oakland A's. They'll just circle up and go, no, man, I'm a Lakers fan. You know, I'm a Remax guy. I'm a Coldwell Banker. I'm a Keller Williams agent. And so you just say, I want your opinion on the model. Now, some people will back up on you and go, oh my gosh, hey, I'm never leaving Century 21, like never, ever, ever. I go, hey, stay there forever. I jump on it very quickly. Stay at Century, if I even think they're gonna say, I'll say, look, James, stay at Century 21 forever. I just want your opinion on the model. I know very few people up in Vancouver, over in Boise, in Portland. Maybe it's, you're in East Dallas and it's West Dallas. I don't know a lot of agents out in West Dallas. I'd really love your opinion on this model because I respect you. And it would be fascinating to get your opinion on the model. Stay at Sotheby's, stay at Christie's. In fact, you're not allowed to leave Christie's. As my friend, as someone I respect, would you look at the model for me? Sure, I would. Then you don't email it to him. You don't text it to him. You go, great. When's the time we can meet for a cup of coffee? I'll bring the coffee later this week. I'm thinking mornings, 7:38 for your day gets crazy. Let's meet. I'll come by your office. You can come by my office. Now, if you don't have an office, you go, hey, you're out in West Dallas. You're out in East Portland. You're in South Boise. My title company's there, First American Title, Old Republic, my mortgage company, Chase, Guild Mortgage, Wells Fargo. Let's meet in their conference room. I'll bring the coffee, pop by, let's connect for a few minutes and sit down and talk. You want to find a way to watch the webinar with them. If you watch the webinar with them, you'll go from like a 20 or 30% success rate up to like an 80% success rate. It's not even close. It's not even comparable. And when they grab their phone, because everyone's so ADD, they can't give the webinar. I can't get them to watch the webinar. That's because you're not with them. I'm telling you, you have to will it to happen. You have to make it happen. And then watch it with them. And then they grab their phone. I look at them and I do this and they go, oh, they put their phone down. I kind of give them not really the stink eye, but kind of the stink like, come on, dude, we're watching this. And they put it down. And if you're really smart, you'll go, hey, let me do it too. I'm going to put my phone on airplane mode. This is going to take a few minutes. Put yours on airplane mode. Let's watch this together. And what you're doing is you've already been to Wells Fargo or Chase with your laptop. You already have a USB cord. You've already practiced to make sure that your laptop can plug into that TV and you press play. You already know your speakers work. And you sit back and you press play and you watch a webinar that you like, whichever one it is. Mine happens to be themodelexplained.com. Press play and watch. That is what we did. James is right here. Remember we started? We literally press played. We get people in a room. We bring some pizza. But I'm talking about one-on-one presentations. So the 2-10-40 is where you call 2 people a day. Maybe before 9 a.m., it's 10 seconds of courage. Don't be a wimp. Come on and call 2 people a day. Get it done by 9, then feel good the rest of the day. It's like going to the gym. You work out, you create those endorphins, you feel good the rest of the day. Get that done. 2-10-40, 2 a day, 5 a week. That'd be 10. And then take the weekends off, and then 4 weeks, typically 40 a month. 2-10-40, that's what it is. And if you're talking to 40 people a month, you're going to sponsor 4 or 5. This is a numbers game. How do I talk somebody into EXP who's not interested? Don't. Look for people whose eyes light up. When I saw it, I couldn't sleep. Jay Kinder has a famous saying, once you see it, you can't unsee it. I remember Jay telling me one time, he says, don't watch it at night. Well, why don't I watch it at night? Because you will not be able to sleep. It will keep you up. Do not watch this at night. Now they're going to watch it at night for sure. And they won't be able to sleep. Now some of them, yeah, I watched it, wasn't it? I want to sleep. Let them be. Let dead dogs lie. It actually can call them a dead dog. It's just not their timing. Their gate's closed. In 2005, Keller Williams tried really hard to recruit me. But I sold 427 homes that year at RE/MAX. I made $3.8 million in gross commission income. I didn't need Keller Williams. Like, what do I need Keller Williams? They might mess it up. The last thing I was going to do was go to Keller Williams. It didn't matter how good their model was. I was quite happy at RE/MAX. So sometimes it's a timing issue. Like Gene Frederick says, sometimes your gate is closed. So we're just knocking on gates, knocking on dates. When they're open, excited, that's who you want. You could talk 40 people into this and get nowhere, or find 40 people who are excited and get everywhere. Job 1, go sponsor 5 agents ASAP. And once you do that, get to 10. Just get your first 5 to 10 in. They're the hardest. Once you get those in, then you just rinse, wash, and repeat, baby. Rinse, wash, and repeat. So stop emailing the webinar. Stop texting the webinar. Stop asking them to watch it on their own. Well, they live in Nashville. I live in Oregon. They live in Toronto, Canada. I live in Phoenix, Arizona. Send them a Zoom link and hit share my screen and press play, and ask them to put their cell phone on do not disturb airplane mode and watch it with them. Coach them. I would say, okay, the people who are out of town, I need you on your couch with a cup of coffee at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. I mean, I'm not calling strangers. These are people I know. I can boss them around a little bit. And somebody like, well, I don't know anyone. We'll go meet some people and you'll know them, okay? That's how this deal works. The bottom line is you can argue for your limitations and you get to keep them. Okay, you don't know anybody, it won't work for you. I can't help you, or you can go out there and figure it out. And it's not that tough. Next thing, what do you do after someone's seen the webinar? You answer all their questions, right? Wrong. Answer a few, but say, oh my gosh, you got to meet my sponsor, Sheila Fairgeron. She's amazing. Rob Flick. These people they're my coaches. They're my mentors. Try to call them, you got to meet my coach. You got to meet my mentor. These are amazing people. Do you have a quick minute for a minute or two phone call? Just a couple minutes. They're thinking an hour. You always want to manage their paradigm. Last time they talked to someone, it was an hour or 30 minutes. Good, you got a quick minute? I want to introduce you to Gene Frederick, to Rob Flick, to Sheila Fairgeron. I have people who call me that aren't even in my group, and I talk to them. You could call a Jay Kinder. He'll talk to them for you. At AJ and Abby, Shelly and Craig. These are famous people. Al Stasek, Cliff Freeman. These are famous people at EXP. They will help you. These are great human beings, but you have not because you asked not. Well, I can't bother them. Yes, you can. It's all in here. So again, introduce your sponsor, your upline. Never use the word upline, by the way. You say, I want to introduce you to my coach, my partner, my mentor. One of my partners who's helping me. They've been incredibly helpful. Again, there's that enthusiasm. Do you have a quick minute? Do you have a minute or two? Very fast. And then I get on the phone with them. We end up talking 15, 20 minutes. And then they learn to say stuff like, here's the next step. For example, if there's an event coming up, okay, here's the next step. You need to attend this. It's going to be in Orlando. It's going to be our annual shareholders event. I flew there, dropped $4,000 just to check out EXP. This is your next step. You come to that. I'm going to make sure you meet state brokers. I'm going to make sure you meet the president, the CEO of EXP. I'm going to make sure you get a chance to meet Glenn Sanford, our founder, board members. Wall Street's going to be there. It's going to be incredible. Happens once a year. We own our company together. You're not going to EXP shareholders event. You're going to your shareholders event. Again, promoting is everything. And the events do the heavy lifting. People get the vision. Same thing with Lunch and Learns. Hey, next step is we have a Lunch and Learn this Thursday. I'd like you to come. I want you to see it again. The second and the third time I saw it. Wow, so helpful. And so come, lunch is provided, be a little Q&A. If they back up from that, then go, hey, do a beta test. Recruit through people, not to people. In other words, who's your best buddy in real estate? Well, my best buddy in real estate is Bob. My best buddy in real estate is Tammy. Good. Tonight, go show this to Tammy or Bob. Just show up, knock on the door. James is one of my best buddies in the world in Barrie. I go in their house. I don't even knock. I'm talking about your best buddy. Now, if you knock, fine, knock on the door. But show up with your laptop and you know, do your thing and say, what is it? Shut up, sit down, press play. Well, tell me what it is. We'll talk when it's over. A picture's worth 1,000 words. It's your best buddy, whatever. I mean, I can be that way to my close friends. When I went to San Antonio to check out EXP, I did not ask their permission. I bought 3 round trip tickets. These are my best friends. It's not, are you gonna go? You're going. I don't know what you're doing. Cancel your schedule. This is big. I didn't do that to them all the time. I've never done it to them in their life. Now, if you do it all the time and you're always blowing it, maybe you've lost a little street cred, right? But so these are really important things. I will tell you this. We'll end with this. The more people you get to the shareholder event in April, well, you know, I heard that EXP maybe doesn't have amazing events like Mega Camp and Family Reunion. And you know what? I don't know who you heard that from. Someone told me not to go to, what's his name? The Grant Cardone. And they'll pitch. They did sell less stuff, but it was excellent. It was excellent. Did I agree with everything? No. But I throw the baby out with the bathwater. Well, you shouldn't go to Tony Robbins. He's all into motivation. Tony Robbins is about science and psychology. It was phenomenal. Stop listening to people that they just want to shoot their mouth off. You know, go and get people to these events. Your business will explode. We have always brought people. We went to that first event, you and myself and Barry. We came back to the shareholder event like 5-6 months later. I think we had 80 people there. Yeah. Like, why don't I have 80? Well, it was 6-7 months later, right? But show up with 10. And then from there, you get to 20 and 40, then 80. Now we show up, we have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we have 1,000 people at shareholders this year at that particular event. We have thousands in the organization, over 7,000 now. So this is the system. Again, number 1, make that list of names over 100. Number 2, carve out time. When you're going to make outbound calls where you're not allowed to talk to buyers and sellers, and honor that. Honor it. Number 3, invite them to watch the webinar with you. Watch it with them in your presence. If they're far away, use the Zoom, share my screen. Number 4, set up the 3-way call. Do not lone wolf it. Do not lone wolf it. Reach out. If you reach out to me and I'm too busy, I'll tell you I'm too busy. If I'm on my way to Fiji to take 10 days off, which I am this month with my wife, and staying at Tony Robbins Resort and gonna go have a great time, I'll tell you I can't do it. But ask. Do not lone wolf it. I don't know anybody who lone wolfs it who's doing well. None. There's not one. Reach out, ask for help. People will help you if you ask. And then finally, number 5, promoting. This business is owned by promoters. If you will bring people to the Lunch and Learns, if you will bring people to the annual convention, we're doing an event in August with Tony Robbins. Bring people in Dallas to the Gaylord Resort and let them hear Tony Robbins. Be there for 3 days. Your business will explode. It will grow. The events do the heavy lifting. It helps this business take a 12-inch drop from their head to their heart. And when it gets in here, it's game over. So I hope you found this video helpful. This is our onboarding system for starting you, our launch. Here's how you attract. It's our system for attracting. Get these first 5 things down and the rest will all come into place. Remember, you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. Just get out there and talk to a lot of people. Have love in your heart and don't sell people on EXP. Find the ones who are selling you on why they should do it and how this is amazing. Look for the people whose eyes light up and they're just pumped. Sponsor those people. Have a great day. I look forward to meeting you at one of the upcoming events.